Hey everyone, today we're going to be learning about the spread operator. So the spread operator is initialized using these three dots, and it allows us to expand elements of an iterable like an array or string or object properties into places where multiple elements or properties are expected. Now I'm just going to demonstrate by creating an array of numbers, and I'm going to put 1, 2, 3. And below I'm going to console.log math.max. Now this math.max function, it returns the largest number in a set of numbers that we give it as parameters. Okay, so if we put something like 1, 2, 3, it will return 3 because obviously 3 is the largest number. But instead of typing those out manually, I'm just going to use the spread operator for numbers. Now if we check the console, we get 3. So basically typing it like this is basically like doing this, right? Math.max 1, 2, 3. Okay, because what happens is the spread operator spreads the elements of the numbers array as individual arguments to the math.max function. Okay, now I'm just going to move on to arrays. In fact, let me just comment all of these out. You can also use the spread operator to create a new array by copying elements from an existing array, or you can merge multiple arrays into a single array. So I'll create an array of numbers. Okay, and I'll create a variable called copied numbers, and I'm going to use the spread operator and spread numbers. Now if I console.log copied numbers, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the same as this numbers array, because the spread operator here creates a shallow copy of the numbers array. Now we can also combine multiple arrays. So I can say something like new numbers, or in fact, let me just completely get rid of that. I'll say array 1, array 2, and then I'll say combined array, and I'll use the spread operator to spread array 1 and array 2. Now if I console.log combined array to the console, you see we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because that's a combination of array 1 and array 2. Alright, so now I'm just going to move on to objects. So you can use the spread operator to copy properties from one object to another, or to merge multiple objects. So I'll comment these out, and I'll create an object 1, which is going to have name of John and age of 25, and then object 2 is going to have the name of Jane, and instead of age we'll say city, right? We'll say she lives in London. Okay, so we can combine both objects by using the spread operator, as you can see here. Now if I console.log combined object, you see something that's a bit strange, right? So we get name of Jane, age 25, and city London, but we don't see John anywhere. And that's because when you're using the spread operator with objects, if there are two keys that are the same, it will take the most recent one. Okay, so the most recent one will override the former. So in this case, object 2 will override object 1, which is why we're getting these results here. So just keep that in mind. Now of course we can make a shallow copy of an object, so I'm going to say copied object, and pass in object 1, and you see we get name John and age 25. Okay, so the last thing I want to touch on is the behavior of the spread operator. So earlier I mentioned that the spread operator allows us to expand elements of an iterable, right? Now, if you try to use the spread operator on a non-iterable, it will give us an error. So I'll say non-iterable, and I'll use 1, 2, 3, right? So it's a number, and I'll say const array spread non-iterable. If you look in the console here, it will throw an error. It will say non-iterable is not iterable. Alright guys, so that is it for the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.